Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to give you our version of the Battlefield Survival Guide. This is the best way for you to improve on the game so you are no longer a liability to your team, but you are an asset. No more will you be stuck in the 20s and 30s of the team, but you should see improvement over a period of time where at least you can consistently stay in the top 10. Do you agree, Ghost?
I think so.
Yes.
I think so. But, I mean, depending on the type of juggernaut team you're on, top 12. Because there's some guys there are some maps where it's just some of these guys are just going to go off, and
absolutely.
Top 10 might not be reasonable. But top 12, you're definitely doing something.
Right. At least, yeah, you're giving something to the team. But first, as a new player, if you're coming into Battlefield as a new player, first you need to establish a great mindset. It is important that you get into this game knowing that obviously there's going to be plenty of nonsense going on with net code, connection, all of this. But you cannot constantly use that as a reason for your for your downfall or for you just consistently being bad. It just does not make sense to do that. Go ahead.
It can happen. Like, it depends, and I'll give a little bit of it. Like, there's some credence to it, like, because you can't see kill cam and like you both run up on each other, someone might have a slightly better ping or whatever. But most of the time in Battlefield, you die because of you.
Absolutely.
Like, you did something.
Right.
Like, you ran in too fast. Now, the only time I would say you didn't do something, in the normal premise of the game, is a sniper, because they're sitting in the back of the map and you can't see them see you most of the time. So you get clapped by one of them, you got to take the L. But if it's normal
right.
battle ranges, most of the time you probably did something that puts you in harm's way.
Absolutely. So, like we said, you need to get into a mindset that whenever you die, just getting the habit, even if you think, it's the netcode issue, just still in the back of your head say, what could I have done better to alleviate the situation, or what could I have done in order not to die where I was just at. Sometimes you just, like Go said, you can't mitigate what happens in Battlefield. I mean, something's going to happen. Rubble's going to fall on your head, just something. But we can increase the chances of your survivability with these tips. And having a great mindset going into the game is a great foundation to have. It goes where you going to say something? Or
No, I wasn't going to. Well, yeah, I will. I think you also have to understand, being a new player, everyone sees you. You need to understand that. Like, even when you're in a room by yourself, someone sees you. Absolutely. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but in Battlefield, there's somebody somewhere lurking.
Right.
And you always need to play with your head on a swivel.
Absolutely. All the time. But yes, mindset is a good thing. All right. Everybody good? Also,
no.
I need you you guys, I have also seen, before we move on, I have also seen people talking about how, the game is incredibly fast-paced. It does not give people, room to breathe. When you get on this game, do not drink anything, no alcohol, no nothing. I promise you. Do not get on
Don't
this
do
game.
this on gummies.
Don't
be in here a little buzzed.
Anything. You will not be able to do anything. Your senses need to be sharp. Go to the gym. Just do something to prepare yourself to get on this game. This game is intense. This game is highly intense sometimes. And your brain does not need any fog whatsoever. It needs all the help that it can get. So please put some blood up there.
And one thing I will say that it makes me smile to think about this: the game does not have skill-based matchmaking.
No.
Okay.
It does, but it's very minimal. It is
but
minimal.
There's a but to this. You will understand the match you are in really quickly.
Right.
With Battlefield. Like, if it's gonna, like, you'll play some matches where it's like, dang, this match is taking forever, and then you'll get into a match where you got players, like Battlefield players, and this bitch goes off.
Right.
Like, people are playing objectives, people are flanking, people are playing their actual roles. Like, the one we were in last night was magical. Like, absolutely. And I know you got film of it. That was Battlefield in a nutshell. Yes, it was great
because both teams were actually giving their all. It was a active war zone. It felt like that. But yeah, like I said, mindset is the key to doing better. Weapons. There are plenty of weapons to choose from. Obviously, if you go on YouTube, you'll see plenty of weapons that are meta, but I firmly believe that every gun in this game is viable as long as you know the limitations of the weapon. It is important that you take the time to pick a gun that suits your playstyle and become familiar with it. Know the range at which it excels at and the range at which it starts to fall short. Also, what were you going to say, Ghost? Sorry.
No, you're good. Keep going. I got something for it, though, but keep going.
You're
on a roll.
You need to go through all your attachments, see which ones appeal to you the most. All red dots are not created equal. Me and Ghost like different types of well, we do like the same
guns.
Yeah. We do like a lot of the same guns, but also attachments. We do like a lot of the same attachments, but some, are best suited for different maps or for, different game modes also. So just take the time to go through the red dots, all the attachments, read the descriptions on these attachments, make sure, that attachment is doing what you want it to do. For example, me personally, I like a fast ADS speed. And I like large mags. That's just how I am. I like sustained fire, and I like a quick ready up. That's me. So, and obviously, I'm going to look at these attachments and see which ones tailor the gun in that direction. Well, yeah, what do you say, Ghost?
I also think, and it's going to sound hypocritical because we're on YouTube, but you also need to not worry about what's meta.
Absolutely.
Because I'm a real big proponent of this and just my methodology of playing. You also need to play with a gun that you thoroughly enjoy. Now, also, because if you thoroughly enjoy it, you're going to try to play well with it, right? But you also have to understand, like what you were saying, there are some limitations to some of these weapons, right? And the play style that caters to that, you need to understand what you're getting yourself into, right? Like me being in any game that's a shooter, I am hyper aggressive. Hyper. Like if it's you, and you said this the other day, like I'm hyper to a fault. But also though, within reason, I'm pushing pace. Like I'm coming into a room. Like I'm coming to fight. Like it is what it is. If I die, I'm gonna get angry because that's just the way it is. But we're gonna find out where people are very, very quickly because either you're going to get me or I'm going to get you. And it is what it is.
Right.
But you also have to understand, I can't get into a gunfight with a DMR. Like,
that's not going to happen. Yeah.
It's not a thing. Like, you have to understand, you will get clapped by some of these weapons because they are catered differently. So if you're going to come in here just saying, oh, I want to use the M4 because it's meta, if you're not using that correctly, I promise you're going to get clapped.
Absolutely.
It
and
just is what it is.
And then you're just going
to real bad.
Like, you're just going to want to get off the game. But it's just the way that you're moving. You're not putting yourself in a position to let the weapon shine the way it's supposed to be. SMGs, obviously, they're used for like close quarters.
Well, SMGs are for actually, weirdly enough, I think the way they're actually kind of designed now, they're definitely mid or up close. I mean, that's what an SMG is for anyways. But with the way they've kind of tailored the gun, it's almost early mid-range too, because I've gotten a 100-meter shot off. I've gotten probably the sweet spot is about 50 to 65 meters is really where that gun can like stretch out and go. But if you're within 20, 30 meters and you have a quick ADS speed, it's over. Like, I'm gonna get you.
Right, exactly. And obviously SMGs, they have better hip fire accuracy, so just be mindful of this when you're going around. Sometimes when you're an assault player or even an LMG player, do not take those corners so tight. Take those corners wide. Give some more space between you and the door before you enter. Do not come around that corner thinking that you're going to outdo an SMG. You will get shredded with that high fire rate and that the hip fire accuracy is going to murder you. You're going to die in seconds.
Especially because a lot of the guys, and I'm a victim of it too, like playing with that SGX, it's got a 900 RPM. But the problem is guys are starting to get into this Vector, and that's got 1,000. Now it's only got 15 rounds in it, but I just have to burst fire, and I'll melt you down if you don't see me there. Like you will not win. I promise you, you won't. And you can put a silencer on it.
That's crazy.
It's a machine.
Yeah,
It's a machine.
Yeah, it's made to destroy quickly. Wait, I just that fire rate is absolutely insane. But yeah, just choose the weapon that you love. Don't worry about meta. Pick what you like. Get used to it. See how it does on the battlefield, and tailor your gameplay to fit. Tailor your movement and your gameplay to fit the weapon. I promise you will have a fantastic time. How and when to shoot. Bloom. Bloom. It has just been a part of Battlefield for a long time. The best way to mitigate bloom is by burst firing. You need to feather that trigger. The longer you hold the trigger, the less accurate you will be. Many of my gunfights I have won at range because my opponent was holding the trigger and I was burst firing. For assaults and LMGs, you need to be burst firing at medium to long ranges. Full auto can only be used at close range. I seriously have melted people at medium range, even when they got the drop on me. I have melted people just by feathering the trigger because I'm making sure all of my shots are hitting. And I just do not think people are. I don't think people know this, or people are missing their shots, especially if somebody is running. Towards the building. People don't realize that this game does not have hit scan. It's actually projectile based, so you need to aim just a little bit ahead of them when they're running and feather the trigger. I promise you it works wonders, and you'll hit your shots way more than if you were just to hold it down. Goes, you have anything to add to that? Because I think that's a big thing people have a lot of problem with.
It really is. But I think it also comes down to play style, because I have a problem with that going from an SMG to, an assault rifle. But I also think you have to understand that with the bloom, it's not as bad as you think it is. It's just a matter of also realizing, preemptively thinking where your opponent's going to be going. Right. And you'd be surprised. It sounds harder than it really is, but if you really slow the gameplay down a little bit, if you know the map, which you play them a couple of times, you know the rotations of it. Right. It's about kind of knowing where they're going to go. If you were them, where would you go once I dropped the first shot, and then trying to navigate that. But if you hold down, you're missing vital shots.
Right. You should also know when you should be firing and when you shouldn't. Some of you shoot every time someone enters your vision and it's pinging you on the radar. Now you've lost the element of surprise, and now when you go up and you're still chasing this guy, he's going to turn around and melt you, and you're going to be standing there. What's happened? It's because you already gave away your position, or you're not privy to somebody else that's in the area. Maybe they're running towards a squad member, or maybe they're running back towards their team or anything, and now everybody's on alert. You need to realize you're not the only person communicating.
And here's the thing. If you ever want to know that you gave up your position too quick or too early or at the wrong time, you get shot in the back.
Absolutely. Yeah, without
If you're running with your squad, and all of a sudden you get shot from the back, most of the time you probably did something, because you got shot in the back, bro.
Or sometimes I've been shot by a sniper because I just gave away my position, and it immediately I'm done, because obviously I can't be prepared for that. So you need
those are outliers,
right? But you need to know that when you fire, there are consequences coming. So why not just wait till that person gets out in the open a little bit more? That way you can definitely make sure that they get put down. Also, do not shoot out in the open. You should always be shooting. For real,
man. Dumb moves. Oh, that's me.
You should always be shooting from cover. Do not get in your head that it's just you and that guy 1v1 out here by yourselves. Do not get tunnel vision in this game. You will get murdered.
I also want to let you know this too, not you, but just in general. Like, if you're peeking around the corner, you need to understand in this game, you may not think you're really far out there.
You're out there.
I promise you, I've clapped people thinking they were behind cover, and then you are way out there.
Right.
So just be mindful of, if you can see them, typically they're going to be able to see you too.
Right.
Like, this isn't super cover.
Right. It's actually, like, I think a lot of people think when they're mounted up that they're not like fully exposed. Like,
You a target if you're mounted up.
Yeah, you are actually exposed
Because you're
way
not
more.
moved. You can't move.
Right. There have been very few times where I have mounted up on the side of a building and it was to hit somebody that was way out of the range of my gun.
And you got hit.
Yeah. But also, like, it's very circumstantial in which you need to be mounted up. But yeah, it's not just 1v1. There are 31 other people looking for a kill on the map with an exhausting amount of sight lines that it could come from. So you're just opening yourself up to frustration. Most of my kills come from somebody running out in the middle of somewhere, or somebody.
Yeah, that's true.
Or I have shot somebody, they go behind cover for a little bit, and then they come back out and try to challenge the gunfight.
The same way.
Yes, without letting their health regen up. My guy, you just gave me an incredibly easy kill because now I'm
I've
watching.
communicated.
Right.
I've communicated at that point.
You need to keep going and try to get another angle and figure out where the shots came from. Do not try to jump back out there and be brave with your dick out and think you're gonna wing this.
I tell you what, you think you're gonna be Superman out there like you do on Call of Duty, you are going to have a bad time.
Absolutely.
You're gonna get some kills, but you're gonna run against a squad of 4 that communicates. Nah,
Right.
It's gonna be a bad day. It's gonna be a real bad day.
Right. Also, one last thing. Use the terrain to your advantage. It's not just for looks. Potholes, hills, trenches, pipes. Use all of it. It's there for a reason. Do not just willy-nilly run from flag to flag. Use the cover that's there. Just run from cover to cover. I promise you will stay alive a lot longer than just running out in the open. Or I literally see some people just running out in the middle of the road. Get behind put your back to something.
Well, I'll give it though. There are some portions of some of these maps, depending on where you're going, you're not going to be able to have as much cover. I understand that, but you do need to try to understand you will stand out across the ridge line. Like, you don't think you're being seen, you are being seen somewhere. It's the weirdest thing. So you do need to duck and move a little bit.
Right. Just my biggest thing is try to minimize the amount of time that you are exposed. That's the main thing. Like, when you're running from flag to flag, try to map a path in your head to see like which line do I need to make in order to, and it's not a straight line. I'm sorry, you're not just going to be able to go straight to B and C. It's just not going to happen. You need to map. You need to figure out a way to get from point A to B while minimizing your exposure. That's the name of the game, and that's how you survive the longest in this game. Mostly.
I got one that's not so much for survival but just gameplay in general, and I know it gets poo-pooed on because most of the time when you get on with your guy friends, they're your boys and they're gonna dog you out for doing shit that's not cool. Right. But take time to learn the kit. Go into a bot lobby. There's plenty of communities out there that'll teach you how to fly, teach you how to do tanks, that'll teach you how to do all this stuff. Every time I unlock a gun or I'm thinking I want to go use a gun, I mean, you've caught me a couple of times before we've jumped on where it's, what are you doing? Oh, I'm doing a bot lobby or whatever. I want to see how this gun works. Sometimes it's really about getting in there because just shooting it in the fire range isn't really... It's not the environment to really test the weapon. It's nice to see how it fires, but I need to see it in actual gameplay. But I also don't want to get out there and jump into a match with a gun I don't like because that screws up the rotation too.
Oh, absolutely.
So, take time to learn what certain things do, certain kits, how this works in battle, certain attachments in real life, scenario of you actually playing, putting pressure on, and to where you're not losing tickets if you end up dying.
Right.
Like, you can actually try to learn the game a little bit and see if that's the play style you want. Like, I've realized I am not a recon player in this one. I am just not. It's not a thing. I'm not a support player. Not that I don't want to revive nobody, but that's not my play style.
Right.
It's not going to happen. But, don't let anybody make you feel bad about trying to go in and trying to figure things out at your own pace. I would rather hear you do that than you get in my lobby and get dogged out. Like,
Right.
it's just,
That's
it's
just
not
not
so much a
fun.
survivability thing, just, a quality of life thing, I think is really what that is.
Right. And just to tack on too, if you are new to Battlefield just in general, don't I would highly recommend not just jumping straight into Conquest, because there's a lot going on in Conquest. Your main thing in this game as a new player is learning your movement, how to shoot, how the weapons work, and how the movement itself. So the best thing you need to do is go into small maps, or small game modes like Domination and TDM. Just get in there and learn the basics. Just learn how to shoot, get your reflexes up, and then you can start taking on Conquest and learning the systems and how everything starts to come together. But like, yeah, what are you gonna say?
Or, you know what? Get on Discord or get on Reddit and let people know you're new to the game and you're looking to learn the ropes.
Absolutely.
Not gonna lie to you, man. There's some people out there that will slow the game down for you. It is
Absolutely.
okay. We have all jumped into this game at one point being new.
Right.
I would rather you come in and tell me, hey, man, I'm new to the game. What do I do here? If I take 100 deaths, it is what it is, man. I would rather get somebody into the game that wants to learn, not that I play the proper way, but to get the enjoyment out of it versus
Right.
getting there like being on a new GTA lobby and just getting friggin' murked as soon as you walk in.
Right.
But there is proper ways to play this, and if someone's willing to say, hey, I'm a newbie at it, most people in the community will say, hey, I got you. Come on, I'll show you how to do this.
Because I think the community is a lot more mature than Call of Duty. I think just the way
I
that
think so.
I think the way the game even
It's all the dads and the uncles.
yeah, that's right. And I just think because the game pushes team play so much, I think that's the sentiment in the community in general. It's just to help each other out. So absolutely, get in there, Discord, find somebody that will teach you the ropes and that can be patient and not a dickhead. And yeah, just enjoy being a part of the community and have fun learning. Roles and squad play. All I have to say in this section is to just
Play your
learn,
freaking role.
play your role, and play it to the extent of that specific class. Know
Of your ability.
yeah, of your ability. Just know the ins and outs of the roles completely. Know how to attack tanks if you're an engineer. Know how many mines that you can place out. Know the damage of these mines. Learn how to learn the paths of tanks and which paths are usually taken by them, so you can go ahead and just learn different strategies. Go and ask other like Ghost just earlier said, go and ask from Discord, engineers and stuff like that. What's the most viable place to put mines? Go supports, medics.
I'll tell you what, if you get out there and you ask, I'm telling you, some of them boys and girls out there are legit
Right.
in some of their roles that they play.
Right. If you're a support and medic, you need to get in the habit of dropping ammo as soon as you get to a flag, and reviving anybody that that
Got
you
there
see.
first.
Right.
Because they caught static for
Right.
sure.
I also think I see as a support main myself, I do see a lot of people not using dragging correctly. I understand if we're under fire, you need to get everybody up quickly. That's when you use your defibs. But if somebody is pushing down a hallway and your buddy just died in front of the doorway, drag him out the
Please
doorway.
don't stick me with
Do-
the freaking thing.
Yes,
Get me up.
Drag him out of the doorway. And one thing that I hate also is that sometimes when I'm trying to drag somebody out of the doorway, a medic will just come by and revive, not knowing that I'm doing this for a reason, because I don't want him to stand up and die to gunfire.
I think the worst thing is when you're trying to revive me in a doorway and I see the sniper glint still looking at me because he
Yes.
sees you reviving me.
Exactly. And he's just waiting
Oh,
for you to
medics.
stand up.
Please, for the love of God, don't just run and start reviving. Please look at gunfire,
Yes.
wherever it's coming from.
Absolutely.
Medics, I need you to stay alive
Right.
as much as possible. You
Right.
come in there getting boot clapped, sucks.
Yeah, we can also map wrap awareness. I had split awareness apart, but yeah, awareness goes into this too. Do not if you go into a room and you see nothing but heartbeat symbols over, do not come into that room with
Something
defibs out.
has went wrong. Something's gone wrong.
Right. You have walked into a horror movie. You need to come out with guns out, not defibs out. What is a
Man walking stiff armed.
Like,
It sounded like a transformer coming in there for no reason.
That is my favorite thing to see from a medic is when I know they don't have their weapon out. Oh, I know I'm about to win this. This is a free kill.
Yeah, no, it's an easy kill.
So absolutely be aware of what you're doing. Assault, you are the tip of the spear. Make sure you're putting ladders. Make sure you're flanking, providing the deploy beacon so your team can continuously hit a capture point. Apply pressure to the enemy. Like, that's your role. Recon. Do not.
Can you spot, please? Use your UAV. Here's the thing, and I don't know some people understand this, but if a recon player aims down sights, it spots for the entire team.
Right.
I don't need you. Look, if you want to sit back in the corner, I'm cool with that. You better throw a drone up, do something. If I'm in here dodging bullets like I'm Neo in the Matrix, I need to know where shit's coming from. Please,
Right.
God.
Yes, I am not a fan of the recons who stay on the edge of the map just wanting to get headshots. I cannot stand them. I'm glad.
I don't understand that gameplay.
Yeah,
but that's neither here nor there.
But I like recon when they're in there. They're in the shit with you. And doing what their team, I mean, the best assets you could possibly have is, motion sensors and being able to know when the next attack is coming from. That is viable information. But yes, be in there with your team. You don't have to stay so close, but stay close enough where you can actually provide a service, at least. Because like you said, UAV is like one of the most powerful things that you can have in this game.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. So be an asset.
The thing about Battlefield, and of course it's with any first person shooter, whoever has the most information is going to win the fight.
Right. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Also, this goes to awareness. Please do you and your team a favor. If you see enemy equipment, destroy it.
Destroy it.
Don't just run by it. Destroy it.
And tag it if you can't get to it. If you see it, tag it. I'm sorry. If you see an enemy, tag them. If you're dead, tag.
You see anything that ain't blue, tag. Tag it.
When you're dead, you can still
also,
tag.
Yeah. Please snitch on everybody.
snitch
Everybody you
all
see.
the time.
That's crazy. I see people just hit X. I'm like, where'd you get shot from? Next thing I know where you got shot from because you didn't ping it.
Because I'm on the ground next to you.
That shit sucks, man. You see, it tells you where he's going. You see coming. You just want me to go to heaven with you. Nah, no.
Also, please, for the love of God, read that mini-map. That mini-map is incredibly
mini-map?
vital. Please. There is so much information being told to you, like capture points being taken. Just red dots showing up from somebody shooting. Like there's so much going on the minimap. Please take the time to learn it.
And if you want to help yourself out, put the compass on the top.
Yes.
Because in battle, and we're all victims of this because we've all done it. Over here. Brother, I am in a battle. I'm getting shot myself. Where's over here?
Right, you better call
there,
out
right there by the window. What window? What are you talking about? By the tree. Bro, we are in the forest. There's trees everywhere.
Right.
The only thing I know where it's at on the map are tanks and aircraft. That's it. I know where those are.
Exactly. Wait, yeah, I don't think the compass was up. I think you have to enable that in the settings, right?
No, you have to enable it. Yeah, you have to enable it.
Yeah, which is crazy, but yeah, that should have came standard on your HUD. But definitely go into settings and enable the compass when you get a chance, especially if you're communicating with your friends and you guys really need to call out where enemies are. Like I said, going back to the minimap, I don't even think people realize, but the minimap will also tell you if somebody's above or below you. If you pay attention, look really close.
Yeah.
There's a cursor.
It's got the arrows on it.
There's arrows
or the
on the
thing
dots.
on it.
Look at the dots. They mean they're not just there for aesthetics. They mean things. Also,
I just thought it looked cute.
going back to awareness, sometimes it is vital to like just stay on the capture point just a little bit longer, because sometimes people are trying to push there immediately after you got it. Also, when you're on a capture point, it'll let you know how many enemies are there, like while you're standing on it. I thought something else I learned, that even before you get to the flag, you can aim at the flag on the HUD, and it'll also let you know how many people were there if it's being contested. So that's also something.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Something else you can do. I'm about to rapid fire some tips. You can grab supplies out of the support's bag by going up to them. You do not have to.
Yeah, you can. Give it them pockets. Oh.
Yeah, you don't have to wait for them to throw down the bag. I know it's annoying, but that's a workaround if you can't get ammo from somebody. What else? Oh, sniper glints. Snipers have two different colors on their glints. There's a rainbow glint, which means that's the sweet spot. That means they can hit you in the body, one hit kill you.
One hit wonder.
Yes. If it's white, that means it's going to be 2 shots. But if they hit, I didn't know. I thought that if they hit you in the head, it was an immediate. You can't get revived, but they have to be like higher up on their specialist tier in order to activate that. So that's something else I learned.
I get activated a lot, so it don't matter.
Anything else that you think
I do.
I
got one. This game is deceptively vertical.
Yes.
Be careful, because with these ladders, people are getting to places you didn't think they could get to. You need to be very aware that this isn't a 2-floor game like Call of Duty. These shits are 4 and 5 levels high. They will get to you. We were playing the other night, and there was somebody on a building I didn't even know you could get on.
Yes.
And it's within the map. So it's just something like you were getting shot from a window in Brooklyn. I didn't even know you could get to the top of the building.
Me neither. And I was wondering if people were using that recon glitch that I've been seeing all over the internet that I can't wait to be patched, where they're using.
Well, I know a lot of guys are using. Yeah, but I also know that a lot of guys will take that ladder and they use it to go up the AC units.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Man, just parkour, man, just trying to get into a spot where they cannot get it, where nobody else can get them. It's the Battlefield experience, unfortunately. It works.
I hate it when it's done to me, but when my team does it, good job.
Right.
That's well thought
Keep
out.
that up. That's what I like to see.
That's effort.
Right. But yeah, that's all I have to give for you guys. This wasn't going to be like some in-depth, the like minute or like the specific, tips that people were giving out. But I think it mostly comes down to you as a player, your mindset, and changing your mindset. Stop blaming everything on, what's happening in the game, or stop blaming it on somebody sliding around the corner. You took the corner wrong. I'm sorry. I don't know. Sometimes we just take corners wrong with the guns that we have. But yeah. Ghost, you have anything else?
Nope. This has been good. I'm ready to get on.
Heck yeah.
I got some shit to do.
But yeah, guys.
I got to go complain about bad stuff.
If you have any
about my bad
tips,
gameplay.
If you have any other tips, please let us know in the comments. We'll just build a directory of everything that we've learned as we go through this game. I'm having a blast. In spite of everything that's been going on, this game is amazing.
Every glitch, BS kill I've caught, every BS kill I've given somebody else, I love this. I'm addicted.
Right. Absolutely. But above all else, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell, guys, and we will catch you on the next video. Goodbye.
Bye.